How's it going, everybody? Today, the topic of discussion is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3: The Black Order. This is a game that no one expected to get announced last month at the Game Awards, especially as a Nintendo Switch exclusive. I was kind of disappointed with the graphics. I love the art style. I like what they're going for with the comic book art style. It looks great, but I just think it just doesn't look very detailed. I want a little bit more out of a now pretty much first-party game. This game is being funded by Nintendo, and that's another thing. In the comments on YouTube, everyone's complaining, why is it a Nintendo Switch exclusive? Well, it's the same reason as Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 3. This is a game that Nintendo seeked out and funded. They wanted this game to happen. No other company was interested in funding the game. That's when Nintendo stepped in and said, hey, we worked with Team Ninja a lot with games like Hyrule Warriors and the Ninja Gaiden games and all that stuff. We've worked with them. Let's work together on making Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 a Nintendo Switch exclusive. And that's how it happened. So anyone who's upset about that, there's pretty much no other way this game would have existed if it weren't for Nintendo actively trying to make it a thing. So that's why it's a Switch exclusive. But anyway, this game looks really impressive. Now, there's a few things that stand out to me. One of those things is that they're changing the camera system. So in the older games, it was more of a top-down dungeon crawler styled gameplay. You saw the character from the top view and you just kill a bunch of enemies around you. Now this new one, they actually have a new camera mode. On YouTube, if you open the description, that's one of the highlights that they have on there, that they now have a third-person action mode. So I'm a really big fan of that. I'm not a fan of the bird's eye view camera system in pretty much any game. So when I saw this gameplay, I was immediately interested. Getting to play as all these characters as a third-person action game sounds like pretty much heaven to me. And another thing that really stood out to me was the fact that they got everyone for this game. Now, I'm not sure if you know this, but like Spider-Man, the X-Men, and the Avengers, they're all owned by different companies now. So they really have to work together to get all these characters inside of one project. I'm not sure if you know this, but the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, I believe the name of it was, didn't have like any of the X-Men in it, which is pretty crazy. Now, this game, everybody is here, kind of just like Smash Brothers. Everybody is in this game. We're getting the X-Men, we're getting Spider-Man, and we're getting a story with all these characters for the first time in a long time in a video game, a significant video game. I'm sure there's some spin-off like iOS games that have everyone, but this game looks like it's going to be a big deal. Which brings me to my third thing that I'm really excited about, which is looks like this game is focusing heavily on story, which has me really excited. The voice acting seemed really good. The presentation, while I think it could be better, it's really awesome seeing this comic book art style. And I think, honestly, this could be a game that takes advantage fully of the Switch's power. Might not seem like it because of the art style, but with all the enemies on screen and the fact that it's a 4-player co-op game and in third-person view, it seems like it's going to be pushing the hardware, which is really awesome. I'm excited to see what other story elements are going to be thrown in. Obviously, we got Thanos at the end of the trailer. It really looks like they're riding off of the MCU hype right now with the Avenger movie coming up, and that's to be expected because obviously you're going to try and mimic a thing that's super huge right now. But yeah, overall, we don't really know much about the story right now, but I'm just hoping it's actually there. I'm hoping it's not just basically a hack and slash game where you just go through each level to level and there's no cutscenes, no nothing. I don't want like just an intro and then there's like no cutscenes until the end of the game, like similar to Smash Brothers single player mode. I don't really want nothing like that. I want cutscenes throughout the game. I want these characters to interact, and I'm hoping they had some awesome writers on the team to make this a fun Marvel experience, because this is rare that we're getting all these characters combined into one thing. Is that a word? Probably not. But anyway, keep in mind, this is a game being funded by Nintendo, which means it's basically a first-party game. So, with first-party games, we often get high-budget, AAA, awesome experiences. Just look at the line of games that we've gotten on Switch already. All of the Nintendo-published games are pretty much the best games on the platform. Of course, there are some awesome third-party games and some awesome indies, but with games like Breath of the Wild, Super Mario Odyssey, and same with the PlayStation 4, all the best games seem to be exclusives because they're being funded by Sony, they're given that AAA budget, and then we get titles like God of War, Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, and other awesome games. And of course, same with Xbox. We get awesome games like Forza Horizon 4, Gears of War. You pretty much know what I'm getting at. First-party games are usually awesome, which is why I'm so excited for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. So why do I think this is a big deal? Because Nintendo is actively pursuing third-party developers to get exclusive games on their platform. Last generation with the Wii U, it really seemed like all Nintendo thought they needed was first-party games, and that the crowds were going to come running and that everyone was going to buy buy the platform. But obviously that's not what happened. The Wii U struggled and the Switch is thriving. And I think it's because we got a different Nintendo this time around. Hell, we've already seen them do things we thought they would never do, like putting their first party properties on iPhone, and along with that, reaching out to third parties and getting these games on Nintendo Switch. Whether they have to fund them or whether they're being funded by someone else, Nintendo wants these games on the platform. They're not stuck in their old business ways thinking that if people want to play Nintendo games, they're gonna buy our platform, which obviously wasn't the case with Wii U. As much as we'd like to believe that, Nintendo needs more than just first party support. They need big third party gets, and they need big third party exclusives like this Marvel Ultimate Alliance game. And getting these big third-party exclusives is a really big deal and just shows us that Nintendo really knows what they're doing this time around. I'm really hoping Nintendo and Team Ninja are backing this game 100% and giving it their all, because obviously Team Ninja probably has a lot on their plate right now. They're probably making Neo 2 and maybe something else, I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping they got their A-team making this game. It looks really cool. I cannot wait to play it. It comes out this year now. Wow, it's 2019. That is crazy. Comes out sometime this year. Apparently, that's what the launch window is, at least right now, and I'm just super amped. But be sure to let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Are you excited for Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3? Do you think this could lead to some other exclusive Marvel exclusive properties? It seems like big companies now are really seeking to get Marvel exclusive games on their platforms, obviously with the exclusive Spider-Man game, now the exclusive Marvel Ultimate Alliance on Switch. What's also funny is that Square Enix is publishing an Avengers game apparently right now. The developer of the Tomb Raider reboot and the sequel to that game, Crystal Dynamics, they're working on an Avengers game right now, and I'm wondering, will this Avengers game just blow Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 out of the water, or could it be vice versa? Like, I'm sure the Avengers game is going to look amazing with the graphics and whatnot, but like, as we all know, gameplay is usually what's most important, so could Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 actually end up being better than the Square Enix Avengers game? I guess only time will tell, but like I said, I'll talk to you guys down in the comments. I'll talk to you later.